What is going on, beautiful people? Today, we're going to be answering the question, why can't narcissists change? And this is coming from a self-aware narcissist, y'all, that's been in therapy for 7 years. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. So welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Yes, that's the question of the hour, isn't it? Or not the question of the hour. That's the question of the year. The question of the millennium. The question of the, I was going to say century, but centuries are smaller than millennia. So I skipped over one. But that's the question, isn't it? Like, why can't narcissists change? Like, Lee, just tell us why. Damn it, it's so painful, so stressful dealing with this type of person, so stressful dealing with this type of relation. It's just so stressful. Like, I want this person to know what's going on in their heads. I want them to go get help. I want them to be like you or better than you. Just help me, please. Why can't they do it? And it sucks, y'all. And it's like I said, it's going to sound, and let me go ahead and address the narcissistic elephant in the room. It's going to sound weird and hypocritical, right? Coming from a diagnosed narcissist, right? That's in therapy, that's working on themselves, that a lot of people would consider changed, right? It's going to sound hypocritical coming from me, but this is the only way I know how to spit this knowledge fire for you, right? Can a narcissist change? For me, I don't even think I've changed. I think that even I've proved it, like, mentally. Like, I recently, like last year, took another psych eval, and I got re-diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, general anxiety disorder, and some schizoid traits, right? But like I said, and this after 6 years, after 5.5 years of therapy, so I'm still a narcissist. So have I been able to alter my behaviors due to therapy, due to a lot of self-realization, due to I think also getting older as well, and just having a more mature mind and being in a different space and time in my life right now? I feel like a lot of that stuff has contributed to me being who I am and where I am. Most narcissists won't do that because it's painful. Why can't they change? Because it's painful. It's easier. Like, I'll go over that one later. It's painful to try to change, right? It just is. Like, because going to therapy, like admitting that you have a problem, or admitting you have something that you really probably cannot get rid of, a personality disorder like this, of this caliber, narcissistic personality disorder, that I haven't read any literature on a cured case. I've seen stuff on remission. I haven't heard cured or disappeared, right? So it's hard to just admit that. It's painful to admit that something is wrong with you. And I know that's for most people in the world, right? That's not just for narcissists. That's for most people in the world. But for narcissists, it's different because, like, you internally, mentally, you just don't want anything to be wrong with you. You already think everybody looks at you as a bad person. You already feel like a bad person internally, right? So you try so hard to make the world see you as a good person. You try to do all these good deeds. You try so hard to protect your reputation, right? But internally, there's always something that makes you feel like you're not doing enough. Internally, there's always something that makes you feel like you could be doing more, right? There's always something that just makes you feel like, hey, you're not doing enough. You can turn it up a notch. You can kick it up a notch, right? So you're never satisfied with your growth. You're never satisfied with how you go. You're never satisfied with what you are doing or what you have going on. So it's very tough in these situations to just make that final push, to just admit that you have a problem. For me, that was one of the most cathartic experiences of my life was, damn, I am a narcissist. When I first said those words to myself, when my wife had left me, back in, this is 7 years ago, in 2017, I say those words to myself. I put them in text messages to her. I say, yes, I am a narcissist. This makes so much sense to me. For me in that moment, I was looking for an answer to why I felt different, right? I had been looking for an answer my entire life as to why I felt different. And narcissism provided me that answer. So it was difficult for me to admit that I was a narcissist because you can't get rid of it. But it also provided me that, you are, like, this is what you have going on. You can work on it. You can work on yourself. So for me, it's just like, you see that you're a narcissist, right? But then you automatically see that there's no hope. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, I can't change it. But you can go to therapy. I'm like, I'm gonna go to therapy. Why not? Let me try therapy. And I've been in therapy since October of 2017, working. My therapist yesterday, I had therapy yesterday. The therapist told me she was proud of me. I was like, yay. I was just like, my therapist said, you ever imagine when you first sat in here back in October 2017 that your life would be where it is right now? Like, you've been talking to Congress, you're writing the book, you're running support groups, you're the biggest narcissism, one of the biggest narcissism creators in the world. Like, did you ever think that would happen? Like, no. I wanted to get better so my wife would leave so I could feel better about myself, so I could keep my family together. You know, I just wanted to be, in all actuality, I just actually wanted to be better than my father. I didn't want to be attached to him. I always wanted to be better than him in every single way. So that's what I was doing. That's what I had to do to work on myself. But most narcissists will never get there because it's tough. It's painful to see that you're not perfect. It's painful to have this. It's kind of like having a scar that you can't get rid of. Like, it's painful to have that. You feel like you have scars in your face that you will never, ever, that everybody can see. So you're trying to cover them up, but it's an internal scar. You see, it's painful. So why can't they change? Because they don't want to admit that they have a problem. You know, why can't they change? It's easier not to. Let's be real, y'all. It's easier not to change my behaviors. It's easier to just be me and to keep doing the stuff that I've been doing. Why would I, and let's be realistic, y'all. Why would I change a behavior that I get rewarded from? You know, why would I do that? Why would I change a behavior that I get rewarded for? Why? Why would I do that? And I know people are like, well, Lee, you don't get rewarded. Like, yo, people reward, narcissistic people get rewarded a lot of times for the behaviors that they exhibit. Like, people don't leave them. People want to be around them. People, you know, do so much to just keep them in their life. You know, people forgive them. People get over the things that they've done to them. People do so much to keep this person around. Like, people, narcissists, you don't leave them. So many people don't leave narcissists. So it's just like, I get rewarded for these behaviors. It's just like, it's wild. It's easier to just be me. It's easier to just keep doing the things that I've been doing. This is the stuff I used to tell myself. It's gotten me this far. Why would I change it up? That's the competing mindset that I even had when I was in therapy. These behaviors have served me so far in life, have got me this success, have got me a degree, have got me this good job. I'm doing pretty decently. Even like years into my therapy journey, I was doing pretty decently financially and everything like that, right? So I feel like these traits have gotten me this far. Why would I want to change stuff up that served me for this long? It's just easier to be me. I don't have to put any effort into being me. It's easier to replace you. If you don't leave me, it's easier for me to replace you a lot of times than it is to work on me and to admit that I have this problem going on. Let's just be real. So it's easier to remain me. It's easier to be me. It's easier to just stay me and to keep this same, like, pretty much what I say, for lack of a better word, it's easier for me to keep this same energy that I have right now, as opposed to altering it in any way to serve anybody other than myself. It's easier like that. And like why can't narcissists change? Some of them, y'all, again, this is going to sound like me repeat myself. Some of them just absolutely don't want to. Like I said, some of them don't want to change. Being a malignant narcissist gets a lot of people a lot of attention. There's one of my old best friends. He's absolutely a malignant, overt narcissist and gets him a lot of attention. People like being around him in spurts. He's changed up friend groups a lot, but people like being around him when they first get around him because he's fun, he's loud, he's boisterous, he's cool as hell. He'll spend money in the club. He'll buy stuff in the club. He'll do that type of stuff, right? He likes doing it. It serves him. So it's just like, why would I want to change behaviors that I get rewarded for? I just don't want to change who I am. So why can't they change? So many people are just like, it's doom and gloom when it comes to a lot of narcissists, right? It's like, it really is doom and gloom for a lot of narcissistic people. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. When I tell people that, I'm just like, look, it's not really a whole entire like doom and gloom type of dynamic, but this is how it goes. This is part of the dynamic that so many people face in a lot of these situations. This is what happens to so many people. Like, I would rather just stay me, stay with these behaviors than to change who I am, because it's hard work to change. And I don't say that to be like to make people seem like if a narcissist is watching this, it's not worth it. It's just hard, it's hard work. And so many people, you have to feel like there's a reward. There's something rewarding on the other side of this dynamic, right? On the other side of the hard work, what's the reward? Because a lot of narcissists don't see a reward for changing, right? Because again, sometimes if they just refuse to change, they refuse to go to therapy, they refuse to work on themselves, the person who's with them doesn't leave them. So there's no incentive attached for them to try to change their behaviors at all. You see? So it works that way as well. So there's no incentive. Like they're like, okay, are you going to leave me if I don't? No, we're a family. I want to keep the family together. Cool. That's it. That's all they need. That's all they need to hear. You know. So you have to empower yourself in a lot of these situations to be able to just make these moves, y'all. That's why I appreciate so many of y'all. I appreciate so much of what people have going on. I appreciate everything that y'all doing, everything that y'all saying, because at the end of the day, it does empower you. But I was just like, when you're dealing with narcissists, right? A lot of them don't want to change. Yeah, they need support. They don't feel like people are going to support them. They feel like if I change who I am, people are going to exit out of my life. People are going to leave out of my life. They are afraid to lose what they've established. They're afraid to lose the established life that they have. They're afraid to lose their friends. They're afraid to lose their family. That's one of those of my biggest fears before I started working on altering my behaviors, right? People going to shun me. But you come to realize, and this is what I realized right here, is that I don't really lose people that are going to be there for me anyway. You know, if people on my healing journey, as I'm growing and healing, if you don't want to be around me, that's fine. You don't have to be here. I'm working on myself for me, right? I work on me for me. Yes, everybody around me benefits from it because I'm a better person for it, but I work on myself. It makes me feel better, y'all. If you go to therapy, my therapist said, I'm proud of you. Damn. That's great. I love that. That's reward. The reward is the work. It really is, y'all. So I just feel like narcissists can't change because most of them don't want to put in the work. They don't want to put in the effort. You have to want to put in the work. You have to want to put in the effort. I promise you, it's rewarding as hell to do it. If you're a narcissist watching this, it's so rewarding to do it. Like, yes, it's scary. Yes, it can be painful. Yes, you're going to have some setbacks here and there, but it's so rewarding. I preach it. Ask Ben Taylor. He's been rewarded for changing his behaviors. You see what I'm saying? Leon Walker been rewarded for changing his behaviors. Like those are the two main self-aware narcissists that I deal with. But yeah, they've been rewarded for changing their behaviors. They just have. There's a reward for it. And I have a lot of stuff in the works right now, but people trust you more. People want to be around you. So the reason most narcissists can't change is because they don't want to put the work in. They're scared. They're so set in their ways. They think everybody else is wrong. Like everybody else is wrong and I'm right. That type of person right there, I'm not telling you to give up on them, but a lot of times you have to accept them for who they are in this space because they're telling you right now, I'm not changing who I am. I'm not changing my behaviors. I'm not working on myself. But Lee, I don't want to lose my family. Then you have to learn how to outwork around the person that you're dealing with. Right, you don't have to learn how to work around them. But anyways, y'all, I know this video went on longer. I just had to get this out of my system. I had wrote it down. I was like, let me get this video out of my system. But anyways, y'all, I still do my Zoom coaching, my Zoom 101s. Like my Zoom 101s, I've been doing coaching. They're open to narcissists as well. So if you're a narcissist watching this or a person who think you might be dealing with narcissism in your mind, my Zoom coaching, my Zoom 101s are available. I've probably talked to a couple hundred narcissists over the last few years, like doing 101s. It's been amazing. But my coaching sessions are available to anybody. Check it out. I have group coaching. I have support groups as well. Subscribe to this channel. If you made it this far, you ain't subscribed. What are you doing, y'all? Come on. Mental Health is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. I am extremely grateful for you. Have no idea. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Helps reach more people. And click on the screen to watch another video or to browse through another playlist. There's also a link on the screen to check out my courses and my support groups to help you heal and understand what you've been through. Thank you so much again. I will see you in the next video. Peace.